Afraid of ghosts? How many of you are afraid of ghosts? Well, I was for the longest time. I grew up in India. We lived in this apartment building where it was a 4-storied building. There were 10 two rooms on each floor, so there were 40. We had common toilets, and the toilets were outside, obviously, they were common. Not the best environment. And on top of it, I remember having a neighbor who used to play pranks with us kids and would pretend to be a ghost and would terrify us. And I have been terrified of ghosts for years. I never, people would say, let's hear a ghost story at night. And when people died, like they became ghosts, they became this fearful thing to be afraid of terrified of. There were times I remember I couldn't sleep at night growing up as a kid. Until several months ago. Until I got to know about this amazing book and about this amazing work. Here it is. Talk to the Entities. I'm reading this book. Talk to the Entities. So Talk to the Entities is Shannon O'Hara's work. And what she now teaches is that ghosts are simply entities without a body. An entity is simply an energy that has been defined. So, I'm an entity, you are an entity if you're listening to this. A business is an entity, a book is an entity, a song is an entity. And the ghosts that we've been, terrified with for all our lives are entities as well, except they're entities without a body. And just learning about this work has brought so much ease to my world. She's having a book launch and she's having a free intro night. A free intro night that will introduce you to this amazing world of entities, bodies, entities without, ghosts without bodies, entities without bodies. And it'll open up so much for you, just like it did for me. How many of us have, many of our loved ones have passed on? My first husband died when I was 23 and he was 36, right? My brother died when he was 39. My sister died last year, my younger sister. My parents are gone. I have friends whose husbands have passed on. And rather than really communicating with them and receiving from them, we make this thing that we should avoid. And essentially, entities without bodies are people who we can clear if they choose to move on. We can communicate with them. How many of us would love to communicate with our family members, our friends who were so dear to us, who have moved on, so we can communicate with them? And best of all, a big, huge bonus, we can receive from them. I remember several years ago when I was in trouble and desperately needed money, I would just scream to my dead husband and my dead parents and like, please help me. Now I know that instead of screaming to them to help me, I am empowered to know that I can really communicate with them and get them to contribute to me, just like we can contribute to them. So essentially, Talk to the Entities and is all about clearing them if they choose to communicate with them and receive with them. You learn more about this at an upcoming a free event. It's called an intro night. It's happening in Paris, but it's going to be live streamed. And your only ticket to this free event is for you to purchase this book. Oh, Talk to the Entities. So I'm going to post a link, and go ahead, click on the link, buy it, and learn more about how you can clear entities, communicate with them if you choose to, and receive from them if you choose to. And my name is Jackie McLean. Thank you.